You've been told fibromyalgia is a nervous system condition, and that can raise a lot of questions. Does that mean it's psychological? Does it mean it's permanent? Does it mean your body is broken? I want to reassure you straight away, your symptoms are real, you're not imagining them, and understanding the nervous system usually reduces fear. It doesn't add to it. You don't need to do anything while you listen to this. This video is about helping things make sense. Your nervous system is your body's communication system. It carries messages between your brain and your body about pain, movement, temperature, emotion, energy, and safety. One of its main jobs is to protect you. With fibromyalgia, the nervous system becomes over-alert, not damaged, not broken, just watching too closely for danger. This often shows up as pain without obvious injury, sensitivity to noise, light, smell or touch, fatigue that doesn't match what you've done, and a body that feels tense or on edge, even at rest. The pain is real, the fatigue is real, the signals are just being turned up. Your body isn't malfunctioning, it's responding as if it needs to protect you more than usual. That shift alone helps many people stop blaming themselves. Nothing you're feeling here is imagined. Your nervous system is involved, and that alone explains a lot. You may have heard the word sensitization. All it means is that your nervous system has learned to react more strongly. Over time, the volume knob gets turned up. Signals that should fade stay loud. Signals that should be mild feel intense. People struggling with fibro often notice pain spreading to new areas, more symptoms appearing over time, and strong reactions to things that never used to bother them. So one day a coffee cup feels warm, another day when I'm not feeling as safe, the same temperature feels too hot to hold. Without explanation, this can feel frightening. Sensitization is something the nervous system learns, and learning works both ways. This doesn't mean that symptoms will disappear quickly, you'll return to exactly how you were before, or that there's a simple reset button. What it does mean is that patterns can slowly change. With awareness, consistency, and the right kind of approach, the nervous system can learn that it doesn't need to react quite so strongly all the time. And that's a gradual process, but it is possible. Your symptoms didn't come from nowhere, they followed a pattern. And because those patterns were learned, they're not stuck forever. If this explanation is helping make fibro clearer, subscribe for more videos like this. This year, in a short series, I'll be covering fibromyalgia pain, flares, sleep, diet, exercise, and many more parts of this condition. Subscribing means you won't miss the topics that you're interested in. Living under pressure for long periods keeps the nervous system on high alert. This doesn't have to be one big stressful event. It's often lots of things over time, like those little day-to-day pressures. A thought about an upcoming bill, rushing to pick up kids from school, trying your best to get your daily jobs done, which puts mild pressure on you. Some call this cumulative load, but I want to explain it in the way that I've experienced this. Let me know in the comments if this sounds familiar. Every time something difficult happened in my life, I moved past it as quickly as possible without thinking and went on to the next thing. I didn't realize that each stress, pressure, or emotion needs to be processed so that you don't take the impact of it forward into the rest of your life. I picture it like this: as each difficult feeling, life challenges, or worry came along, I crumpled it up like a piece of paper and tossed it behind me, thinking, that's done with. But instead of disappearing, those papers, issues, emotions, and impact on my body were collecting into a sack on my back. I wasn't shaking them off, I was carrying them forward. At first, it's manageable. Over time, the sack gets heavier. Eventually the body can't carry it anymore. And that's when symptoms escalated for me and I was diagnosed with fibromyalgia. Everyone can go through this, but some people go through it far more than others, and our bodies can only take so much. This doesn't mean that you caused your fibromyalgia. It means your system responded to what life asked of it. Many people with long-term conditions have carried far more than others realise. Life happens to people. Your body adapted until it couldn't anymore. That isn't weakness, it's biology. Some people's nervous systems naturally process more information. This can be due to genetics, early life experiences, long-term stress, or simply how you're wired. For example, I've always been a thinker, which can lead to being a worrier. This is why fibromyalgia often overlaps with things like ADHD, sensory sensitivity, autonomic symptoms like dizziness, temperature issues or heart rate changes, or mental fatigue. And this can show up for you as feeling drained by thinking, planning or decision making, sometimes becoming overwhelmed in noisy or busy places, wanting to pace but struggling to stick to it, or finding routines or habits are hard to maintain. This isn't about laziness, effort or motivation. When your system processes more input, staying balanced takes more energy, even when it looks like you're not doing much in that moment. You are not inconsistent, your system is handling more. Once you know that, you can take it into account and adapt. Your nervous system constantly scans for safety. Small things can trigger it, like a sudden noise, a memory, someone entering the room unexpectedly. And bigger things matter too, things like life stresses or big changes, illness, increased demands. If you already live with a chronic condition, your system starts closer to the edge in the first place. That's why when those things happen, symptoms can flare without a clear cause. Reactions can be delayed, and what you handled yesterday feels harder today. Sometimes the trigger happened internally and you didn't consciously notice it. Flares aren't failures. They're signals that your system felt overloaded. That load isn't always physical effort. It can be mental or emotional. Symptoms changing doesn't mean you will always be unstable. It means your system is reacting, and reactions can be softened over time. In the next video, we'll go much deeper into exactly why fibromyalgia symptoms change from day to day and what's happening underneath that. So subscribe and click the bell to make sure you're notified when it's out. Relief doesn't come from forcing yourself to be calm. It comes from helping your system feel safer little by little. That can include having predictable routines, having gentler expectations of yourselves and others, not reacting to every symptom with fear, and hopefully these videos are helping with that. And learning which environments and thoughts settle and soothe you. This is about slow, steady change, not fast or dramatic transformation. Understanding your nervous system is half the work. Once you understand it, you can make choices that suit how your body actually works right now. You don't need to fix yourself, but having tools that work with your system can make life feel more manageable over time. Fibromyalgia is real. What we've talked about today shows why it can be so complex and why it's affected by so many parts of life. If there's one thing to take away from this video, it's this: your body isn't broken. It's been protecting you for a long, long time. This is the first video in my fibromyalgia and nervous system series. In the next video, we'll go deeper into why fibromyalgia symptoms change from day to day and what that means in everyday life. As soon as that video is ready, it'll be linked here. Until then, take care of yourself and be well.